Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to talk about grammar, which is past tense. Past tense are divided into four kinds of tenses. The first is simple past tense, second is past continuous tense, the third is perfect tense, and the last is past perfect continuous tense. So what are we going to talk about in this grammar? We're going to talk about the formulas and the functions of each tenses. So make sure you pay attention and happy watching. Now we discuss about simple past tense. So what and when do we use the simple past tense? Simple past tense is used to represent an action or an event that took place in the past. With many verbs, the simple past tense is formed by adding an ed or d to the end of the base verb. So we call it as verb to. And the things that you should know about verb to is it is divided into two kinds of verb, which is in regular form and irregular form. Here are the example of regular form, which is cooked, studied, and washed. Cooked is the verb to of cook, studied is the verb to of study, and washed is the verb to of wash. While the irregular examples are made, took, and saw. Made is the verb to of make, took is the verb to of take, and saw is the verb to of see. Here are the formula of simple past tense. So for positive sentence, the formula is subject plus verb to. For the negative sentence, the formula is subject plus did not plus verb 1. And for the interrogative, the formula becomes did plus subject plus verb 1. So in negative and interrogative, the verb to is turned back into a verb 1 form. Or in the interrogative, the formula becomes did plus subject plus verb 1. So in negative and interrogative, the verb to is turned back into a verb 1 form or in the base form. Here are example of simple past tense sentences. Number 1, Jim studied mathematics yesterday. So Jim studied mathematics yesterday is the positive sentence. It follows the formula subject plus verb to. The subject is Jim and the verb to is studied. The sentence for the negative, it is changed, become Jim did not study mathematics yesterday. While for the interrogative, it is changed, become did Jim study mathematics yesterday? And for the second sentence, they saw fancy things last night. So based on the formula, it is the positive formula. When we change into the negative formula, it becomes they did not see. The saw is changed, becomes see fancy things last night. So they did not see fancy things last night. And for the interrogative sentence is did they see fancy things last night? Number 3, past perfect tense. Past perfect tense is also one of the past form which show the events that happened before another event happened in the past. It has formula for the positive subject plus had plus verb 3, and for the negative subject plus had not plus verb 3, and for the interrogative had plus subject plus verb 3. Seems like the past simple form, the verb is also changed into verb 3. So the verb 3 also has two kind of the verb, which is regular and irregular verb form. For the regular form, examples are finished, started, closed, and opened. Finished is the verb 3 form of finish, started is the verb 3 form of start, closed is the verb 3 form of close, and opened is the verb 3 form of open. And for the irregular forms are written, read, run, and spoken. Written is the verb 3 form of write, read is the verb 3 form of read, and run is the verb 3 form of run, while spoken is the verb 3 form of speak. Here are examples of past perfect tense. Example number 1, Radit had finished his exam last month. So this is the positive sentence. When we want to change into the negative sentence, the sentence becomes Radit had not finished his exam last month. For the interrogative sentence, had Radit finished his exam last night? That's the sentence of number 1. While the sentence of number 2, we had written many poems few weeks ago. And if we want to change into the negative sentence, it becomes we had not written many poems few weeks ago. And for the interrogative, had we written many poems few weeks ago? I had not been eating soup. For the interrogative sentence, it becomes had I been eating soup? Last but not least, we're moving on to the past perfect continuous tense. Past perfect continuous tense is also known as the past perfect progressive tense. So it shows that an action that started in the past continued up until another time in the past. So it has the formula for positive: subject plus had plus been plus verb ing. And for the negative, subject plus had not plus been plus verb ing. While for the interrogative, the formula is had plus subject plus been plus verb ing. So in past perfect continuous tense, because it is continuous, it also uses verb ing. And the things to remember is before the verb ing is followed by had been. And here are the examples of past perfect continuous tense. Example of number 1, Sue had been writing a text. So for the negative sentence, it becomes Sue had not been writing a text. For the interrogative, it is had Sue been writing a poem? The second example, I had been eating soup. For the negative sentence, it I had not been eating soup. For the interrogative sentence, it becomes had I been eating soup? Well, that's all that I can share about past tense materials. If you have some questions and additions related with past tense, make sure you leave the comments below. And see you next time. Thanks for watching.